Keeping up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure, here we are with the remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students. Let us continue with Chapter 5, Substances in the Surrounding, their states and properties. Today, we are going to study the properties of metals. Substances like copper, gold, iron, aluminium are called metals. Metals are found in the form of minerals deep inside the earth. These minerals, they are processed to obtain the metal. In our day-to-day life, metals have various important uses. This picture shows the nails which are made up of iron and the bars and the coin made up of silver and gold. The properties of metal are as follows: malleability, ductility, electrical conductivity, thermal conductivity, characteristic color and luster, and sonority. Let us study all these properties one by one in detail. Malleability. Metals can be converted into sheets by hammering. This property of metals is called malleability. In this picture, you can see gold. It is hammered into thin sheets. Gold is the most malleable metal. Here, the gold sheets are made by hammering it. We also use aluminium foil in our kitchen, and we carry food also in this aluminium foil. Ductility. Metals can be stretched and drawn into wires. This property of metal is called ductility. Picture shows the wires which are made up of different metals. So, copper is ductile as it can be converted into wires, and aluminium is malleable as it can be hammered into sheets. Next is electrical conductivity. Now, electricity flows through metals. All metals are conductors of electricity to a greater or lesser extent. This property is called electrical conductivity. The picture shows a copper wire. You can see over here, these brown colored wires are there. Right? These are the copper wires. Outside these wires, an insulation is provided so that the person who is holding the wire will not get the electric shock. There are several layers of insulation. In this picture, you can see two circuits. In one circuit, battery, bulb and fine ceramic is there. In the other circuit, battery, bulb and a metallic sheet is there. Right? So in this circuit with the ceramics, this sheet of ceramic, it is an insulating material. It does not allow electricity to pass through it. So over here the circuit will not get completed and the electric current won't be flowing. So the bulb will not glow. Right? Whereas in the next circuit, this sheet is of metal which allows electricity to pass through it. So the circuit is getting completed and electricity flows through the circuit which makes the bulb glow. We can see one more example. Here battery is connected to torch and the two ends of the wires, they are over here on the coin which is made up of some metal. When the two ends of the wire touches the metal, the coin, the circuit gets completed and you can see over here the torch is glowing. As soon as you remove any one of the wire from the coin, then the torch will turn off. So conductors are the materials which allow electricity to flow through them. So all the metals, they allow electricity to flow through them. So these substances are the conductors. Whereas insulators are the objects which are made up of the substances which do not allow electricity to pass through it, such as plastic, wood, paper. All these other substances, they do not allow electricity to pass through them. So they are called insulators. Now can you predict which item will conduct electricity? Yes, the nail, the horseshoe, the span which is made up of metal. These are the three objects which will allow electricity to pass through them. So they are the good conductors of electricity. Whereas this cup which may be of a plastic or a ceramic, Lego block, the kettle and glass of water, all these are the insulators. They won't allow electricity to pass through them. Next is thermal conductivity. Metals allow heat to flow through them. This property is called thermal conductivity. Now, as shown in the picture, when a piece of metal, some metallic rod, when it is heated at one place, when it is heated from one end with the help of this burner, gradually the whole of it will become hot and you can feel that hotness, right? So this is because the heat from this end is transmitting towards this end. That means the metal is allowing the heat to flow through it. This is called transmission of heat. Another example is iron. The bottom part of the iron, there is a metallic sheet. With the help of electricity, heat is passed through this sheet. So it becomes hot and you can easily remove the wrinkles from your clothes using that heat. Right? Next is the pan, a vessel which is made up of maybe stainless steel. It conducts electricity, so you can, it conducts heat so that you can cook food. Right? Now look at this very carefully. The handle is covered with a layer of plastic or wood. Right? Why? Because they are the bad conductors of heat. They won't allow heat to pass through them, so that you can hold it very easily when the vessel is hot. Next is characteristic color and luster. Metals have a typical shine or luster. Every metal has a characteristic color by which it can be identified. So different metals have different colors and they also have a typical shine. Let us see some examples. These are the jewelry that is made up of gold. The coins which are made up of silver. Here the utensils which are made up of copper and silver. You can see all of them, they have property is sonority. Metals produce a ringing sound. This property is called sonority of metals. Examples are bell, a guitar, and here there is a big copper plate. If you will bang on this plate, a melodious sound will be produced. So this property is called sonority. So here we finish with chapter 5. In the next session, we will start with chapter 9. Thank you so much.